What's up, guys? Welcome back to Boost Brothers Garage. In today's episode, we are going to be installing this Soul competition catback on our buddy Matt's 991 Turbo. Stay tuned. Like I was saying, this is the Soul competition catback for the 991 Turbo. We have done Soul installations in the past. We've always been really happy with their stuff. And Matt was looking for a new exhaust for his Turbo, so we got him in contact with Soul, and here we have it. This one looks like it's got some shit all over it. That's because we were just spraying PB Blaster on everything, and well, we got some overspray. But the good thing about Soul's finish is you just hit it with some WD-40 and everything wipes right off and it looks brand new. So we're gonna do that at the end, as we always do, to get all the fingerprints and everything off. But yeah, this is the center X-pipe portion with your resonators. The kit we're replacing has these same style U-bends, but they're not joined, so there's no true X. I would assume that we'll see a little bit of power gain from that. Also, the existing kit he's using has high flow cats, whereas this Soul kit, we're going full catless. We also have some O2 extenders to hopefully alleviate any issues with check engine lights. We'll see how well those work. If for some reason they don't, which they always have in the past, then he's got a Cobb tuner and we can have a workaround through the tuner as well. That's the kit. Let's go ahead and show you some of the issues we were having with the existing kit, and then we'll start to bolt this thing on. So here's the existing kit. This is a full titanium exhaust. It's also using the high flow cats. Unfortunately, the fitment on this exhaust just isn't great for whatever reason. The outlets for the tips stick too far out into the bumper. We've tried to reclock the exhaust. We've tried to use the Soul aftermarket tips instead of the factory tips. We've done all sorts of things and we haven't been able to get it to fit the way that Matt really wants it to fit. And that's kind of what spurred this. I mean, as well as getting rid of the cats, because we want to shoot fire out of this car, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to pull this thing down and then get started bolting up the Soul kit. One good thing about the 991, we did an install of this same exhaust on a 996 Turbo, and on that car you have to remove the whole rear bumper, and we're not going to have to do that on the 991, which is going to save us some time. Alright, we got the old kit off. What I will say about this kit is the titanium is stupid light. The cats are pretty heavy, but you can tell the rest of the exhaust just weighs nothing, which is pretty nice. I still haven't figured out exactly why the fitment was off, but at this point it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna get rid of this thing. It's gonna go up for sale, and we're ready to start bolting the Soul kit on. It's pretty straightforward, but it does come with full color instructions, which are very thorough and makes it easy. We got the first cat bypass pipe loosely installed here. The O2 sensors are all hooked up with the O2 extenders, which look like this. Soul also has O2 extenders that have built-in cats. Unfortunately, they were out of those, so they just went ahead and shipped us these. They said they work as well. So the next thing we're doing, we're installing these clamps onto the X-pipe, which then hold the system to this factory brace here. The old system we took out didn't use any clamps or anything like that, so I like that this system is being supported by factory brackets and not just the studs on the back of the turbo. We're gonna go ahead and start sliding this thing in. We'll get it hooked up to this side, and then we can go ahead and loosely install the other cat bypass pipe, start to position the tips, and then we can go back and start to tighten everything. When installing performance exhaust systems, You always want to make sure to hydrate yourself. When tightening the cat bypass pipes, we found it easiest to use a bunch of extensions and actually come in through the tip exit. We've got the whole center section of the exhaust bolted up now. The cat bypass pipes are completely bolted down. The O2 sensors are in. All that's left is bolting on these outlet pipes. This is where your factory or the aftermarket sole tips are going to mount to. We left these clamps loose so that we can move things around if we need to. So we're going to jump on this and then we'll get to start this beast up. These are the sole tips we're going to be running. We had already installed these on Matt's car in the hopes that it could try to alleviate some of the concerns with fitment on the old system. It did to an extent, but not enough. So that's why they're already a little bit dirty, but they are the straight cut and it's the satin finish, Sole's proprietary finish. So we're going to bolt these things back on. And we'll get them cleaned up with some WD-40 when we clean the rest of the kit up so they look good again. And look, everything actually fits now. We've got plenty of room to space them out if we want to, suck them all the way in. We'll probably have them about here so you can still see the logo on top. But yeah, much, much better. We like where we have the kit centered, so we're gonna go ahead and start knocking all these clamps down. What do we think, guys? I think that is money. You can just see the logo. It's not poking out too far, it's nice and centered. It's perfect. Now the most important part of the install. Take the supplied microfiber towel, can of WD-40, and you're gonna spray the whole system down and then just wipe it off. And look at the finish. Gorgeous. All the fingerprints come right off. It's got a nice shine, and just like that, it looks as good as it fits, and we're about to find out how it sounds. Moment of truth. Let's hear what this thing sounds like at cold start. Man! No flames, but a whole lot more turbo noise. That shit is awesome.